Till next time.
I see everything.
No. No, I said I want the French toast. What are you doing? No, food doesn't belong in there. What the hell? Whoa, what a fucked up dream. Oh shit, Halo 4 time. Well, that's better. As somewhat of a bridge between the story and competitive multiplayer, Halo 4 introduced Spartan Ops. Taking place 6 months after Halo 4's campaign, your Spartan 4 soldier is part of a 4-man fire team sent to continue missions on the planet Requiem, where most of Halo 4's story was spent. Now, some prior Halo games had firefight mode, where you and some of your friends work cooperatively to bring down endless waves of enemies. Satisfying, but over time could end up getting a little boring after a while. Just drop in, survive wave after wave, then drop out. There wasn't much of a story. Halo 4's Spartan Ops changed that. Each Ops mission had a narrative, and its own objectives being part of a larger chapter. New chapters containing new missions were released each week after the game's launch. Unfortunately, one of the common complaints were that many of the maps the missions took place on were cut and pasted from Halo 4's campaign, sometimes over and over. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Who gives a shit? If you really sit and dissect it, at its core, Spartan Ops is similar to running through Doom cooperatively, just mindlessly gunning down bad guys. There's no limit to your lives, where in Firefight, you and your friends all shared a pool of lives, penalizing death and adding tension. Dying in Spartan Ops, on the other hand, really just serves as an ammunition resupply, so you don't have to keep scouring the battlefield for more bullets. There really isn't much challenge. It still has its moments, despite its lack of... For once, that wasn't me.
It was me. What?
I've seen enough horror movies to know that any stuffed animal that can move on its own, possessing the ability to speak, is probably gonna stab me to death in the middle of the night.
Seriously? You ever stop and think, maybe you watch too many horror movies?
I prefer to think of it as educating myself to prepare for any possible situation, no matter how ridiculous it may be.
Right. So, anyway, what you doing?
I'm playing Halo 4.
Oh, sweet. Can I play too?
I already talked about the co-op pod. I was about to get into the multiplayer.
Ah, come on. Let's play that Spartan Ops, or whatever it's called that you were just talking about.
It's called Spartan Ops, number 1. And number 2, I wouldn't be making any shot jokes, because it sounded like you shit your pants over there a second ago.
Okay. So, can I play?
Fine. Here, I can use the split screen footage anyway. Alright, first you gotta customize your guy.
Why? Does it really make a difference?
Well, I guess not really, but what the fuck? I spent all this fucking time unlocking this goddamn armor, so use it, you little shit.
Oh my god, fine. Alright, how about this one?
Except for, yeah, don't use that one.
Can I ask why?
What the fuck? 'Cause that one's mine, it's my favorite.
Are you serious?
Yeah man, come on, if we match, people are gonna think we're a couple or something. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Besides, there's like 30 other helmets to pick from.
Kreese is jiced, fine. Here, all set.
Alright, good. And stop stealing my lines, by the way.
What the hell are you talking about?
You just said Kreese's Geist instead of Jesus Christ. I invented Kreese's Geist, like, last year.
Oh, for crying out loud.
So, like, how are you, like, alive, by the way?
Well, you're always in here screaming and swearing and All that rage manifested in, I don't know, must have swooped into me, bringing me to life. Plus, you own the Necronomicon and the Satanic Bible over there on your bookshelf, so it was only really a matter of time.
Yeah, true. Good point.
And let's not forget that dreadful rocket race video you did last year.
Dude, that was only like my second video ever. Give me a break. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Well, yeah, I know. I was there. It was pretty obvious.
You're an ass. I call the Mantis.
What the hell is a mantis?
That robot suit thing you just stole from me.
Oh, my bad. What's this button do?
Wow. You gotta be fucking kidding me. First, you steal the Mantis I call, and then you kill me.
I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Oh, I'm sure. Fuck this. Different level. Here, now we both get a Mantis.
Sounds good to me, bruh.
Don't ever say that again. You sound like a douchebag. Really, guy?
Oopsie.
And then you fucking teabag. So, you want to play co-op together, yet constantly kill me. What do you think this is, Battletoads? And there he goes with the fucking teabagging again. You're a real asshole, you know that?
Is that all you do is bitch and moan?
Yeah, pretty much. But you should know that by now. Well, fuck this. Before you make me hate this game, I'm doing my multiplayer segment. And no, you can't play.
Well now. Can I at least stay and watch you yell at a television screen?
Fine. Everyone knows the icing on a Halo cake is the multiplayer. And to me, Halo 4 totally delivers. But, as with anything, there's positives and negatives. So, I'll address Halo 4's multiplayer as a compliment sandwich. You know, start with the good, the middle is meh, and then end with some more positives. It may get lengthy, so maybe I should make it like a compliment sub, or a compliment hoagie, or something like that. Now I'm getting hungry.
Me too. Why don't you go make us some subs or something?
Yeah, never mind. Halo 4's rank progression system was criticized by some fans because it was Call of Duty-ish, meaning every time you level up, you unlock armor or performance abilities and other rewards. But is that really a bad thing? To make you feel like you're working towards something? The numerical rank each player builds up has nothing to do with skill. Instead, it increases based upon how much time you invest into the game. And yeah, going by this particular lobby, I'm one of the highest ranked. But what do you want? I don't get out much. And I'm pretty bad at the game, so what does that tell you? This particular ranking system was another common complaint from Halo players. But that started in Halo Reach, so wouldn't that, kinda make it Bungie's fault? Yeah, I said it. Now, before I get a big bag of hateful poop in the mail, I should mention I'm not a competitive player. I'm more concerned with enjoying myself and having a good time with other players. Personally, I could care less about rank or whatever. My deaths outnumber my kills in this game by 8 billion. I just want to have fun. But don't get me wrong, if you're on a team with a bunch of asshats, playing for 3 hours, losing every match, then nobody's having a good time. Well, the other team is. There's also commendations to work towards mastering, usually rewarding you with an armor variant or whatever. This idea is also another carryover from Halo Reach. Most of them are within reason, except for the perfection commendation, which I will never see happen in my lifetime. Not even once. Impossible. And also, how in the bloody fuck is someone expected to master the plasma pistol? What? It's a fucking support weapon, not a kill shot weapon. You have to get 940 kills with this fucking thing. Yeah, I looked it up. This game's been out for 2 years, and yeah, I have 4 fucking kills with this thing. Well, of course now I just got a kill, so 5 kills with this thing. Brilliant. What in the green hell were you guys thinking? Don't put shit like that in Halo 5. Make it a commendation for, stunning vehicles with it or something like that. Well, moving on, they sped up the battlefield by making the sprint ability from Halo Reach into a default trait in Halo 4. And if you ask me, it's a welcome addition. If you want to introduce an older franchise to newer fans, you gotta bring in a few newer mechanics. Besides, some of these are just the current standard, just like how Halo set the standard all those years ago for first-person shooters. And the battlefield's filled with state-of-the-art Spartan super soldiers, so shouldn't they be able to run fast as hell anyway? Unfortunately, during the transition, some classic game types were taken out, like Assault and Territories. Capture the Flag in Halo 4 was also condensed to only each team having their own flag. The other Capture the Flag variants are gone. While it's arguable that some of these game types that were on the cutting room floor are very similar and maybe made playlists get cluttered, it still would have been nice to have at least had the option. A few new game types shipped with the game, like Dominion, which is kinda like a cross between Territories and Invasion from Halo Reach, with teams competing for control points, similar to the Star Wars Battlefront games. Also joining the Halo game type family is the newly added Regicide, which adds a hectic atmosphere to Slayer, collecting bounties on players' heads, competing for the highest score. Now, that's all well and good, but where the hell is all the goofy shit? Like being able to change the infection settings to make all those crazy game types in the previous games. In Halo 4, the infected character's model changes into a flood form, which is badass as hell, but they're now restricted to melee-only attacks, which limits like 100,000 custom game variants to like 1 or 2. In a way, it almost seems like Halo 4 took all that fun shit and told us to grow up. Like, come on, what the fuck? I want to be able to race poorly with my friends while fucking them up with golf clubs, or see flaming skulls fly out of a guy's dead body, just like in real life. I've even said before, I don't care how ridiculous the game can be. Hell, I'd even take that friggin' shoe thing from Mario 3 as a fucking vehicle. Come on, loosen up, guys. Now that I think of it, I remember reading some article at a video game convention, and a fan asked why there was no race mode in Halo 4, and the rep said something like, well, there's this big galactic war going on, so how and why would racing fit into the story? Who the fuck cares? It's a video game! They did, however, come to their senses and implement race, and eventually bring back another fan favorite, Rocket Race, to Halo 4. Way to go, guys, above and beyond. But still, don't fuck with us fans. And don't even get me started on why they took out the option to play as an elite in multiplayer. You know, an option that's been around since Halo 2. Not all of us want to play as a dumb human. And, am I the only one around here who wants to play as a grunt? Yeah, so what if it would be totally unbalanced? Make a new game type out of it. Something like Frag Tag from Turok Rage Wars, and after a set amount of time, someone randomly turns into the grunt, and everyone's got a pig pile on them. Yeah, there you go. Kinda like Regicide, and give the grunt unlimited rockets or something, so he has a chance. Maybe I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, these are just ridiculous nitpickings coming from a guy sitting here talking to a stuffed animal. Where'd that little bastard go now? What the fuck are you doing?
Jeez, you could have given me a heart attack.
How can you have a heart attack if you don't even have a heart?
Oh yeah? Well, how do you know I don't have one? Maybe you just broke it.
Oh my god, shut up, you emo fuck. I mean, you're not real. You're not alive.
Wow. So, I'm not alive, but you are?
Yeah?
Well, then if you're an example of the gift of life, what a waste. You can take it back, I don't want it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's established. Living or not, we both have feelings. So let's move on.
Fine.
You never answered me, by the way. What the hell are you doing in my kitchen?
Hey, you kept talking about some stupid compliment sandwich metaphor crap. I told you, I got hungry. So, here I am. Someone's gotta make this sandwich, It isn't gonna make itself.
That is physically impossible. There's no way that you can consume and digest food when you're not even...
Excuse me?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, but really, how would you... Well, I'm almost done with the review, so why don't you come back in the other room?
I'd rather not. I already heard you yelling enough from out here.
Alright, well, number one, I don't trust you out of my sight, here in the kitchen where all the knives are. And number two, if my wife comes home and sees us wasting food, she's gonna fucking kill us.
Oh, so you want to play that game? Well, number one, you can't keep your eyes open forever. And two, your wife's only gonna be mad at you because you're the one out here wasting food, talking to a stuffed animal.
Oh, but it's okay for you to say it.
Yeah, because when you say it, it's racist. Okay, never mind. Forget it. Let's just go play the game again. Hey, wait a second.
What?
Can you carry me?
Are you serious?
Have you seen how small my feet are? Come on, I don't even have kneecaps, let alone legs. It took me 10 minutes just to walk into the next room. Of course I'm serious.
Fine. Come on. Can't walk 5 feet, yet you can jump like 20 times your height. Makes perfect sense. The multiplayer arenas are original and imaginative, like blasting through a doomed cruiser that's being pelted by meteors in space, a creepy science lab in an alien forest, and a monument resting on an asteroid. Each with their own identity and carry the action well. As with the online multiplayer aspects of most competitive games, commitment, skill, and map memorization will help you be victorious on the battlefield. Though, now there's less weapon spawn control with the inclusion of calling in ordnance, meaning players can call in heavier weapons after earning enough points throughout the match. It does keep the action intensified, but also abandons the old days of Halo, where players fought through the map for control of a more powerful weapon. Ordnance makes it less about tug of war, because now instead of either team carrying a single rocket launcher, there could be like 4 dickheads running around with them now. Now, bitching and moaning about the inclusion of Ordnance into Halo 4 is a commonplace from the hardcore old-school Halo fans. Which is understandable, but I'm not really part of the competitive crowd, as I said. I don't mind just breaking away for some random shit from time to time, I could care less. But, competitive or not, I fucking cannot stand when people teabag me. Ugh. And again, competitive or not, sometimes it's not your fault. You're just stuck with incompetent asshole teammates. Dude, cut the shit. Stop driving off. Hit the checkpoints.
Can't resist urge.
Yeah? Well, soon I won't fight this sudden urge to throw you in the fucking washing machine.
Oh my god! Now it's one-on-one, you little shit.
Hey, whatever you say. Fatality.
Alright, dodge this, you little... Oh, come on, that was complete bullshit.
Wow, you are pretty bad at this.
I swear, if you...